Welcome everyone, I'm Anthony, joined by Joel, Amber, and Holly. Today we are going to review The Greatest Showman, which is an original musical that celebrates the birth of show business and tells of a visionary who rose from nothing to create a spectacle that became a worldwide sensation. Now it stars Hugh Jackman, Zac Efron, and Michelle Williams, among others. The film was released on December 20th, 2017 by 20th Century Fox. It has grossed over $407 million worldwide, making it the fifth highest grossing live action musical of all time. So with all that being said, Joel, you saw the movie. What was your favorite part of the movie?
My favorite part of The Greatest Showman is probably the bar scene where Hugh Jackman's character, P.T. Barnum, is negotiating with Zac Efron's character, and they have this back and forth. It's a song, and they have them moving around the bar and just doing pretty cool choreographed dancing, and the song, which I'll get into a little bit later, is one of my favorite songs. But I really like that scene where he's kind of telling this guy what another side of life has to offer instead of just kind of the rich, pumped up place that he had. So that was my favorite scene.
Holly, what was your favorite part?
I just really liked this movie overall. Like, it's really hard for me to pick a
Can't
favorite.
pick one scene.
No, I can't
Just
pick
liked
one.
it all.
It's just all good overall.
And I agree with her. Like, I just love the whole movie. But if I had to pick a scene,
Had to, yes.
I would say the beginning, the opening, where they're singing "The Greatest Show." I
Okay.
love that. It's just so intense when he goes, "Ladies and gents," and all that stuff. It's just really good, and it really like sets the mood for the whole movie.
Okay.
So I'd say that the first scene is definitely my favorite.
Now, who was your favorite cast member? Holly?
Zac Efron,
And why?
because he has a special place in my heart.
Just-
I've loved him since High School Musical.
Okay, yeah.
Yes.
It goes
He's
back to
always
that.
Troy. Always Troy.
Always try.
Okay, yeah.
All the time.
Amber, what about you?
I honestly think the whole cast was good, but like the standout character was Hugh Jackman.
Okay.
He did so well. He can sing, he can dance, he can act, he can be Wolverine, he can do everything. And he just really showed all of his talent in one movie. He did a great job. And I'd also have to say Zendaya did a really good job too.
Oh, I have to second on that.
Yes.
Really good.
She's just so multi-talented, and I don't know what she can't do. And she did an amazing job. And I love the scene where she's dancing with Zac Efron. It's just magical.
Rewriting
Yes.
stars.
The stars. Yes.
Definitely.
Joel, what about you?
I have to go with Amber on this one. Hugh Jackman killed it. You know, the scene, just the way he can convey emotion and everything through the harder times in his life, and when he was just killing it on stage and with his singing ability and everything, just he brings everything to the table, and
Yes.
he's just such an amazing actor.
Okay, so if you had to change one thing about the film, what would it be?
Nothing.
Nothing at all. Not one little.
Nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
Nothing at all.
I don't know. Like nothing comes to mind. It's just so good. I really can't think of anything. I don't know. Do you guys?
Classic.
You guys,
I think it's classic
just
as it is.
perfect as it is.
Yes.
Yes.
What about you, Joel?
Well,
You're not going to agree with us, Joel. Why not?
I agree for the most part.
Uh-huh.
I really enjoyed the film. I'm not even that big into musicals by themselves, and I really enjoyed it. The plot was great, the acting, everything was great about it. I guess one kind of detail that doesn't go so much into the film, but the story, there's a lot of things, so it's trying to celebrate the life of P.T. Barnum and his influence in show business and everything that follows. But there were a lot of things that the film added and didn't include about his life and kind of who he was, which can create an image about him or characters like the Swedish opera singer that weren't entirely true. So I guess getting into that nitty-gritty kind of part of it, no one says that anymore, that it could have been more historically accurate
Okay.
if getting to that detail. But overall, it was very enjoyable.
That's pretty fine detail, so
Yeah.
overall
That's
you'd say
good.
it's probably pretty
Yeah.
good.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so with that being said, what is your favorite song? If you had to pick. Favorite song in the movie?
Any song with Zac Efron?
So just-
probably Rewrite the Stars. Him and
Okay.
Zendaya did really good.
Oh yes. My favorite is "Come Alive," It's just so happy and lively, and it's just so good. And I really like the dance number that went along with it.
Sing it.
Sing
I'm
it,
not
sing
gonna sing
it.
Well, I haven't
No
seen
way.
the movie, so I don't know what the song sounds like or what it's about. So
It's a wonderful song.
It's really good. It's really lively and happy. It's just, you can't
Just a
like
happy
not
song.
dance
It's like-
along to it.
Yeah, it's a song you can get like.
It just
pumped
it
like-
pumps
to.
you up,
Yeah.
gets you ready for the day. And
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Joel, what about you?
Because they're gonna make me sing it.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
gonna be
sing
singing.
it, sing
So
it.
my favorite song goes along with my favorite scene of the different scene. From now on, the scene later in the movie when he's kind of gone through everything, and then his group comes in and they encourage him, and then he's saying, "Well, from now on." I can't.
Okay.
See, Jack, but I can't compete with that. So, yeah, going from that point, I really appreciate what that song said in his transition. So,
Okay. Now, do you think the release date had an impact on the overall positive impact that movie had? You know, it came out just before Christmas time. Do you think that helps the film be so popular?
Oh yeah, because kids are out of school, students are out of college for Christmas break, so they have a lot of time, and it's kind of like a family movie. It's a movie for anybody, pretty much. So
A good family movie.
yeah, it's a good family movie.
Yeah,
It's a good timing.
for sure. Yeah, like I watched it over the break, and it was just good timing. I watched it, and then I was able to tell my friends about it, and they were able to go see it. So it was like a chain reaction.
Right.
Everyone is free at that time, so I think it really helped.
definitely the timing and which break. I think I saw it over break too
Yeah.
with a ton of other friends, and yeah, it was. I think the timing really helped its expansion.
Yeah, because it grossed over 407 million.
Yeah.
So
And it's still in the theaters.
yeah.
It's still
Yeah,
there.
Still.
So, and I think that's pretty impressive for a musical. You know, I don't know how popular those really are. I don't know if they do that well as compared to this film. So, if they were to do, say, a prequel or continue this, would that take away from this show, or do you think it might add to it, or?
Ooh, I feel like it's hard to add something to this movie. I feel like they'd make it.
Because it's already.
Yeah, it's already good as it is. So if you try and like add something else for a different part of his lifetime, it just kind of draw it out. And
Yeah.
I think it's
I
classic as it is.
Just leave it as it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
It's perfect. Don't mess it.
Yes, and I agree. Like, and it had such a good ending. There was nothing that I needed more of because they wrapped it up so well.
Okay.
So I feel like you don't really need a sequel. It's just perfect as it is.
Definitely.
Yep.
Same.
Okay, so obviously it is a musical. These three have seen it. I haven't seen it.
Guy needs to see it.
So you get.
I watched the trailer last night, and I'm still on the fence of whether or not I want to watch it. So, would you guys recommend it to someone who's not a fan of musicals? Because I'm not really too big of a fan of musicals. Now, Joel, I know you're not a fan of musicals, but you
I'm
like this
not.
film.
No, I was the only reason I went to go see it because I was gonna go see an action movie and it didn't work out. So I was like, okay, I'll go see this instead, and I loved it. Not even a big fan of musicals overall, but the plot, the acting, and almost every single song was originally scored and extremely catchy. And I have the album on my phone now.
Me too.
Okay, so it sounds like you really do like it.
I really do.
You really do. Anything else you guys want to add
Go
to
see it.
convince
Go see
people to
this
go
movie.
watch
See
the
it.
movie?
See The Greatest Showman. You need to see it.
It lives
It's
up to
worth
its
it.
name, right?
Yes.
It-
Oh, it's the
it
greatest.
does.
It's
Yes,
greatest.
it's the greatest show.
Okay, that'll wrap things up. There you have it, the review of The Greatest Showman. We'll talk to you next time.